The film opens with a scene featuring a diver named Shane Falco, Keanu Reeves, who is diligently performing his job of cleaning the bottoms of people's boats. Because, let's be honest, Keanu probably donated his entire paycheck again and just enjoys living the simple life. As he works underwater, surrounded by the serene yet murky depths, he stumbles upon a surprising discovery: a metal trophy football engraved with the words, "Shane Falco, All-American."
My parents are both liars. I got gifts but one subscribers. Thanks for...
This unexpected find triggers a flood of memories and emotions for Falco, who once had a promising football career. Overcome with nostalgia, he clutches the trophy tightly and, in a moment of pure joy, lets out a muffled scream of happiness underwater.
Christmas song, this is not a Christmas, this is not...
Meanwhile, in a completely different setting, the Washington Sentinels are in the middle of a high-stakes football game. The commentators, John Madden and Pat Summerall, provide live commentary discussing not only the game, but also a significant player strike that is currently underway due to salary disputes.
Current salary cap have been rejected by the owners.
Yeah, Dwight, look, I know $5 million a year sounds like a lot of money, but I have to pay 10% to my agent, 5% to my lawyer.
As the game nears its conclusion, the Sentinels quarterback Eddie Martell makes a controversial decision. Instead of pushing forward to score the game-winning touchdown, he chooses to slide to the ground, avoiding potential injury, but costing his team the victory. This decision sparks outrage among fans and teammates alike, further highlighting the tensions surrounding the strike.
I can't believe that. Martell goes for a give-up slide.
I got one foot in the grave. I could have scored on that.
The players' strike became official at 4 p.m. Eastern Time.
Later that same day, the owner of the Washington Sentinels makes a pivotal decision. He decides to hire Jimmy McGinty, the team's former coach, to lead the Sentinels through the remainder of the season.
Look, Jimmy, I'm too old to screw around. Let me give it to you straight. I want you back.
You already have a coach.
No, I'll take care of that.
Yeah, like you took care of me.
Now, Jimmy.
We don't have any players. They all flew home to their castles in their private jets, remember?
Well, we're going to finish the season anyway.
McGinty, who was previously fired after a heated altercation with the team's star quarterback, is known for his unconventional coaching methods. The owner explains that the team only needs to win 3 out of their final 4 games to secure a spot in the playoffs.
We win 3, we're in the playoffs.
Really? Win 3 out of 4.
The owner reluctantly agrees, and McGinty begins his mission to assemble a team of replacement players. The following day, McGinty sets out to recruit a diverse group of players, each with their own unique backgrounds and quirks. The first recruit is Daniel Bateman, a SWAT team officer who once walked on at Michigan State University before leaving football to serve an additional year of duty.
It was a walk-on at Michigan State.
Bateman is a tough and disciplined individual, but he has one peculiar trigger: the color red. Whenever he sees someone wearing red, he is compelled to grab and attack them. The second recruit is Clifford Franklin, a man known for his incredible speed, but who struggles with catching the ball, a critical skill for a football player.
What's up, man?
Despite this flaw, his speed makes him a valuable asset. Next, McGinty recruits Andre and Jamal Jackson, a tandem duo of guards who are currently employed by a celebrity. The brothers are known for their strength and coordination, making them a formidable pair on the field.
Ain't our problem no more. We can play football. Football.
Another addition to the team is Nigel Gruff, a Welshman nicknamed The Leg due to his powerful kicking abilities. Gruff, who hails from Cardiff but now resides in Hell's Kitchen, brings a unique international flair to the team.
The drinks are on the outside.
However, his gambling habits and frequent run-ins with local pimps pose potential distractions. Finally, McGinty approaches Shane Falco, the former star quarterback from Ohio State University, whose career was derailed after a devastating loss in his final college game. Falco, now working as a boat cleaner, is hesitant to return to football, but McGinty sees potential in him and eventually convinces him to reconsider.
Why are you here, Coach? I'm back with the Sentinels. I want you to quarterback. I found the best guards available to protect you, and a wide receiver even you couldn't overthrow. I'm retired. Retired? Well, looks like things have gone real well for you since.
Falco agrees to think it over, reigniting a spark of hope for his football career. As the recruits gather at the stadium, they are met with hostility and skepticism from the Sentinels fans, who view them as unworthy replacements for their beloved team.
I love you, man. Hey, what's up?
Despite the lack of support, the players push forward and begin their training. During this time, a massive Japanese sumo wrestler joins the team, bringing a renewed sense of energy and determination. McGinty is inspired by the team's growing camaraderie, but his assistant coach remains doubtful, questioning the abilities of these unconventional players. Nevertheless, McGinty remains optimistic, believing in their potential to succeed. Shane Falco eventually arrives at the stadium, fully committed to rejoining the world of football. However, he is shaken when he encounters his former teammates, including Eddie Martell in the parking lot.
He's taking away my job, and he doesn't want any trouble.
Not only is he taking your job, he's taking your parking space too.
Martell, who harbors resentment toward Falco, taunts him and instructs his men to flip Falco's car on its side, leaving him humiliated and disheartened.
1, 2, 3.
This incident serves as a painful reminder of why Falco had initially walked away from football. As training intensifies, the team begins to showcase their individual skills. Falco in particular stands out as a natural leader with exceptional talent. However, the other players struggle to keep up, highlighting the gap between Falco's experience and their own.
Danny Bateman. Shane Falco.
Nice pop, Danny.
Thanks, Coach.
In practice, we don't hit the fellows with the red shirts on.
I know, Coach, but I see that red, I just want to go after it like a bull, you know?
Amidst the training sessions, Falco catches the eye of Annabelle Farrell, the team's head cheerleader. The two share a brief but meaningful exchange, with Annabelle greeting him with a warm smile and a friendly wave. However, their budding connection is interrupted by Daniel Bateman, who repeatedly attacks Falco due to his red uniform. Meanwhile, Annabelle faces her own challenges as she attempts to recruit cheerleaders for her squad.
Let's hear it for the quarterback. Hey, hey, ho, ho. Could anyone play better? Say, say. No, no. Tackle, 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 tackle. Tack, tack, tack. Show those other boys what they lack.
Surprisingly, she finds potential candidates in a group of strippers and hookers who bring a unique energy to the team.
Yeah. So Heather, you were in Cats, which is, I can't tell you, so terrific.
Oh, no, Pussycats.
During lunch, the Sentinels gather to share a meal and bond with one another. They discuss their personal boundaries and begin to form a sense of unity despite their differences.
I'm Japanese, not Chinese. Same difference. What? It's the same difference. All that big boom loud. Nigga, please.
Later, Falco finds himself staring at his overturned car, contemplating how to fix it. Annabelle unexpectedly arrives and offers him a ride, which he gratefully accepts. However, her reckless driving leaves Falco terrified.
To a quarterback about his style, but you need to keep scrambling against Detroit, especially with Prescott back in the lineup.
Prescott hasn't crossed.
He's going to on Sunday. They're keeping it quiet so you don't have time to prepare.
How do you know that?
A friend of mine's a cheerleader for Detroit. She tipped me off. Since Prescott's a left-sided linebacker, shotgun formation and roll right.
He is relieved when they finally reach the shore where his boat is docked. When Falco asks Annabelle about the possibility of dating, she declines, citing her belief that professional athletes are often self-centered and egotistical.
Nothing personal, Shane, but I don't date football players.
Not even quarterbacks?
Especially not quarterbacks. You guys are the biggest babies of all.
The biggest babies?
Yeah.
Returning to the stadium, Falco reflects on his journey while gazing at the empty seats. Coach McGinty approaches him for a heartfelt conversation, during which Falco questions why he was chosen for the team.
You'll be fine. You just have to find a way to lead your team, earn their respect.
This encouragement lifts Falco's spirits and he begins to regain his confidence. The Sentinels' first game with the replacement players proves to be a challenging experience, with Falco being injured in a fight.
Something seems to be going on in the huddle. Falco's on his back. They haven't run a play yet, and Falco's down.
Trailing by 4 points with only seconds left on the clock, McGinty calls for a passing play. However, Falco, overwhelmed by fear, changes the play to a running play.
Block 32!
What do you mean? He's changing the play. Listen.
Block 32!
The decision backfires when the team's running back Cochran is tackled just short of the end zone, resulting in a heartbreaking loss. McGinty confronts Falco about his hesitation or fear, but Falco denies being scared, further straining their relationship. That night, tensions escalate when the actual Sentinels players taunt the replacement team at a local bar. The confrontation turns physical, with Eddie Martell inadvertently provoking Daniel Bateman by wearing a red shirt.
Danny, remember what I told you about red shirts in practice?
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Okay.
Martell.
Bateman's reaction is swift and aggressive, leading to a chaotic brawl. The replacement players are arrested, but find solace in their growing camaraderie, as evidenced by their singing and bonding in jail.
How to get along and so you're back from outer space. I just walked in to find you here, but that sad look up on your face. Oh, you remember this here? Don't see the one inside to hurt me with your back. You think I'll hey, you gotta lay down and down.
Soon Coach McGinty comes to bail them, and he scolds them for their behavior, but also secretly appreciates their determination, especially after they stood up to the rude Martell.
I would have loved to have been there to see Martell get his ass kicked. All right, come on, let's get out of here.
Later, Falco is seen tending to his boat, lost in thought as he works under the warm glow of the sun. The gentle lapping of the water against the dock creates a soothing rhythm, but his peace is interrupted when Annabelle arrives.
You're a professional football player.
Sure, this week. When that's all over, you know, I'll be back here. I don't want to lose my customers.
Well, I was on my way to work. I thought maybe you might need a ride.
Oh, I'm good. I got my truck back.
She has come to check on him, concerned about how he is holding up after the previous night's chaotic fight. Her presence is a welcome distraction, and the two share a quiet moment together. Before she leaves, Annabelle notices a large dark bruise on Falco's arm, a painful reminder of the altercation.
Jesus.
Oh, it looks worse than it feels.
Oh, it looks like hell.
Oh, it looks exactly like it feels.
Oh, here, I've,
Without hesitation, she pulls out a small tube of cream from her bag and gently tends to his injury. As she applies the cream, their proximity becomes almost electric, and the tension between them is palpable.
Thanks.
I'm gonna be late for work.
Before parting ways, Annabelle invites Falco to visit her at the bar where she works, suggesting he stop by if he has the chance. With a soft smile, she heads off to work, leaving Falco to process the emotions stirring within him. Later that day, Falco makes his way to the stadium, but his arrival is far from smooth. Once again, he is confronted in the parking lot by Eddie Martell and his cronies, who seem determined to make Falco's life miserable. They taunt him relentlessly, and in a cruel repeat of their previous antics, they flip his car over.
On three, fellas. 1, 2, 3.
However, this time, Falco isn't alone. Just as he begins to walk away, Andre and Jamal appear, stepping in to support their teammate.
It's funny that goes on. You got jokes? You got jokes? That's your ride right there, ain't it?
The dynamic shifts dramatically as Andre pulls out a gun and fires multiple shots at Martell's expensive car, leaving it riddled with bullet holes.
Stop! Come on, goddammit, help me!
The other Sentinels then flip Falco's truck back onto its wheels, sending a clear message to Martell that Falco is no longer an easy target. The incident marks a turning point, as Falco realizes he now has allies who are willing to stand by him. Inside the gym, Coach McGinty gathers the team for a heartfelt discussion. He begins by addressing the concept of fear, asking each player what the term means to them and what they personally fear in life.
But a real man admits his fears.
That's what I'm asking you to do here tonight. Who wants to start? Fears, let's talk about it. Fears.
At first, the responses are lighthearted, with players joking about spiders, bees, and other common phobias.
Goddamn spiders freak me too, fellas.
Well, I didn't mean that, though. What I'm talking about...
Especially in your bed, man. Ever get one of those spiders crawling up your arms, man? And they be crawling on you, man.
However, Falco's answer cuts deeper. He admits that he is afraid of quicksand, a metaphor for the way he feels trapped and overwhelmed by his past failures.
You're playing, and you think everything is going fine, but then one thing goes wrong, and then another, and another. And you try to fight back, but the harder you fight, the deeper you sink.
His vulnerability resonates with the team, and McGinty uses the moment to inspire them. He explains that fear can be a powerful motivator if channeled correctly. By embracing their fears and using them as fuel, they can transform their disadvantages into strengths.
Let's lose that fear this Sunday and put it into San Diego.
McGinty's words ignite a newfound sense of hope and determination within the team, setting the stage for their next game. The team's growing chemistry pays off in their next game, where they secure a thrilling last-second victory with a field goal.
Now that is a hit! Holy shit! That's whole ass round, boy!
The win is a collective effort, with standout performances from Falco, Nigel, Clifford, and the rest of the team.
I love to see a fat guy score.
Why?
Well, because look.
Even the cheerleaders, most of whom are from a local club, bring a bold and energetic vibe to the side. The game, Nigel's decisive kick seals the victory, and the team erupts in celebration, savoring the sweet taste of success.
It has the distance.
After the game, Falco decides to visit the bar where Annabelle works. He finds her just as she is closing up for the night, and she lets him in. The two share a quiet conversation over drinks, their connection growing stronger with each passing moment. However, Annabelle makes it clear that she doesn't want to rush into anything, and she bids him goodnight.
Yeah. Us babies need our rest.
Yeah, you do. I'm sorry about that. I just, between the guys on the field and the guys in the bar, girls gotta keep a guard up.
Yeah, imagine.
However, as Falco prepares to leave, he feels a surge of emotion and impulsivity returns to her. He passionately kisses her with a bold move that leaves both of them breathless. Soon after, the team's momentum continues into their next game, but they face a new challenge: Clifford Franklin's inability to catch the ball, a problem that threatens to derail their efforts.
Get to the playoffs.
To address this, the team comes up with a creative solution, applying glue to Franklin's hands to help him hold on to the ball. The plan works brilliantly, and Franklin manages to make a crucial catch, setting the stage for the team's next victory. With 2 consecutive wins under their belt, the Sentinels are now just 1 victory away from securing a playoff spot. However, their path to success is complicated when Coach McGinty learns that Eddie Martell has crossed the picket line and will be reinstated as the team's quarterback for the final game. McGinty initially protests, insisting that Falco deserves to lead the team, but the owner argues that Martell's experience of the game gives them a better chance against their formidable opponents.
We have a deal. No interference with my coaching. As long as the strike is on, Shane Falco is my quarterback.
We have to beat Dallas to get into the playoffs.
The next day, Coach McGinty reluctantly delivers the heartbreaking news to Falco, who accepts the decision with grace, acknowledging that Martell is the better player. McGinty, however, reassures Falco that he possesses something Martel lacks.
No. He doesn't have heart. You do.
Back in the locker room, Falco packs his belongings, preparing to leave the team. Martel seizes the opportunity to gloat, mocking Falco's abilities and even suggesting that Annabelle deserves someone better, someone settled and who can take care of her.
She deserves better. You're a sinking ship, Shane. Don't drag her down with you.
That night, Falco attends a team party where his teammates are celebrating their recent victories. Despite the festive atmosphere, Falco feels the weight of his departure. Nigel suspected something had happened, so he asked what's up.
Hey, you all right?
I'm done, Nigel.
What?
When he shares the news with the rest of his teammates, they rally around him, raising their glasses in a heartfelt toast to honor his contributions. Meanwhile, Annabelle prepares a special dinner for Falco, excited to spend the evening together. However, Falco, consumed by his thoughts, unintentionally stands her up, leaving her disappointed and frustrated. The final game of the season arrives and Martel's return proves to be a disaster. His arrogant attitude and lack of teamwork create tension on the field, and by halftime, the Sentinels are trailing 17-0.
Hey, I'm talking to you.
I call the plays out on the field, not you.
That's not the way I coach.
I don't give a shit, because that's the way I play.
During a halftime interview, McGinty delivers a powerful message, stating that what the team needs is miles and miles of heart. His words reach Falco, who decides to return to the game. When Martel attempts to bully Falco once more in the locker room, the team turns against him, and McGinty orders Falco to suit up and take the field.
Suit up! O'Neal will fire your ass! It won't be the first time!
This is bullshit! I'm gonna put an end to this right now.
Come again, sir!
Falco's return energizes the team and the fans, and he quickly makes an impact. He apologizes to Annabelle and kisses her on national television, a moment that captures the hearts of everyone watching. The Sentinels rally, scoring 2 touchdowns to narrow the gap to 17-14. With only seconds left on the clock, McGinty calls for a field goal to tie the game. But Nigel confesses that he cannot make the kick due to a personal fear.
Nigel, you all right? I'm sorry. I had the money, but I pissed it all away down the track again. They're gonna take my pub away from me.
In a bold move, Falco takes the snap and runs for a touchdown, only to have it nullified by a holding penalty.
On the offense, 10-yard penalty. Repeat, first down.
Undeterred, Falco tells McGinty he wants the ball, signaling that he has overcome his fear of failure.
I want the ball.
Winners always do.
He threw a perfect pass to tight end Brian Murphy for the game-winning touchdown, securing a 20-17 victory and a spot in the playoffs. The story concludes with McGinty's voiceover reflecting on the team's journey. He acknowledges that while there were no endorsement deals or victory parades waiting for them, each player had been given a second chance at glory, a chance that would last forever. For every athlete, a second chance is a dream, but for these men, it became a reality.
Every athlete dreams of a second chance. These men lived it.